I'm John McGuire, and my book is Sportscasting in the Digital Age, More Than the Game, published by Rowman and Littlefield. Well, this book is intended for young people who are interested in the business of sports media and want to be sportscasters, whether radio, television, or the web. And most books in the field have focused on the techniques of doing play-by-play, but the industry is far more than that. One must understand the business implications of being able to program such events and being able to do sales. And then there's the issue of dealing with the public. Sportscasters are the face of their sports organization. People may not know who the team owner is, but they sure know who's doing the play-by-play. So it's necessary to understand how to deal with the public, how to deal with social media. So all these topics are covered, and the book is designed to be used over a one-semester course and introduce kids to the future in sports media, which I got my start in way back in 1979. And I did it for 16 years, full or part-time, before I came here to teach at Oklahoma State in 2002. The sports media industry is undergoing a revolutionary change. What we're seeing now is that sports, way back in the 1980s, migrated from over-the-air TV stations to cable and satellite. And now we're seeing that migrate to streaming. And in some cases, we see games moving away from cable and back to over-the-air stations, local TV stations to broadcast. So the book explains the industry, so they're not, people who read it are understanding what the issues are, but the book is also very much about the mechanics of doing play-by-play. For instance, if a radio announcer, if you say number 12 throws to number 45, well, that's great if you're watching on TV, but if you're listening on the radio, who's number 12? Who's number 45? We're counting on you to be our eyes at the game. So these are little things that announcers need to understand. These are things that I learned in my first few years when I attended Northwest Missouri State University. And these are the lessons I've been passing on ever since to students that I've worked with. I think it's important because sports media as an academic discipline is still fairly new, and that many people have experience in different areas of sports media, but not everybody has experience with play-by-play.
That's right.
And I hope this book is something that faculty members who don't have a grasp of what play-by-play is about can use it to teach. This book is really, I think, targeted to maybe smaller colleges and universities that are starting sports media programs, and hopefully this will be used as a textbook to help people get started. Well, I just want to congratulate everyone. I know when you're working on book projects, it's often a journey that is filled with peaks and valleys. And sometimes the valleys are far more numerous than the peaks. And it can be a very solitary thing. It can be a very frustrating thing at times. But the endurance and the effort will pay off eventually. And I've been fortunate to, this is my first solo authored book. I've co-authored another book, and I've co-edited 2 other books. And when I've come out on the other side, I've always been appreciative of the journey because I've learned something from this effort. And sometimes from where you start to where you end, you learn something that you thought you know, but it turns out you didn't really know all that well until you got done.